with general disturbance. This is the FV304. It's the Tier 6 British SPG. It's located on the south spawn of Mountain Pass, and it's under the command of Randamach of TOG-S. Game on! Well, the FV304 was part of the fighting vehicle series, the 300 series. There was actually supposed to be quite a lot of them, and the FV304 and the FV305 were both supposed to be self-propelled artillery. You can see he's actually following his teammates to try and get into a position so he can help them, but he might park up in this area just to shoot at the enemy just for a short while, because from here he can actually shoot to the west, to the bridge road, and also across the valley, across the bowl. Well, his first shell lands near the T20 but doesn't actually hit it. Tier 8 game with Tier 6 tanks. He's got a 4.5-inch howitzer, which is capable of doing 450 alpha, and that was a direct hit. 28mm pen and 2.2 meters on the burst radius. Only one type of ammo, so you don't need to select a different shell. And he's got another direct hit. That T20 must have taken some serious damage by now. He's going to give it another go. Rounds out. Well, that one didn't do any damage. The standard reload is 12.94, and you can see here he's got 11.20 as his reload time. Oh, that was a direct hit as well. So it looks like the T17, no, it's a T3485. So he's going to go back to that guy, because of course he's got the 85mm gun, and fires another one. Well, it damaged the tracks. Now you might want to hit those two tanks behind, which were the M4 A76 wet, the reward tank. Well, it was reward if you actually completed Battle Pass. Rounds out on that T34 again, and he's obviously moved away. There's the Skoda T17, one of the new Czech light tanks. Gonna pump around. Oh, he's still going back to that T34, and he does get a direct hit for 147. Loaded. Rounds out the T17. Oh, he's not there. That's unfortunate. What we can see is that the T20 was spotted after we fired it and actually has lost a fair number of hit points. So we did get some blind hits. That one hit the turret. You can see a nice yellow stains developed on the side of the turret. And I just heard Arty firing in our direction, although he's actually after our teammates, not after us. He probably doesn't know where we are. The enemy have got an FV304 and an M44, and we've got the same. That's a direct hit. Oh, we got a fire! And it was a penetrating round on the engine deck. That was worthwhile. That's a biggie. Fires another one in. Can he get the kill? Yes, he does. So he's got his first kill in the game. Okay, there's a Skoda fairly nearby. You can hear the enemy Arty rounds are coming in fairly close. Now we're using the concentration skill. We'll get a shot on this AMX AC48. Oh, it's a 46, sorry. Got that one wrong. Rounds out. Yep, that's a hit. 51. Hit the frontal armor. That's where it's strongest, so more difficult to get pen there, but if you can hit the engine deck, then it's very much worthwhile. Oh, he got a nasty reticule bloom, but well, it didn't stop the shell hitting the target. So he was lucky there. And it looks like it was again on the front of the vehicle, or was it elsewhere? Well, the enemy Burt is no more. It's not us though, it's the Barask who got the kill. Okay, there's a number of enemy tanks on the bridge road. He's not looking at that at the moment. He maybe wants to shell at them because they're actually potentially threatening him, because if they come around the corner, he's in a lot of trouble. In fact, the Skoda T27 is coming back because I think he recognises the threat. Our teammates on the western pass seem to have done rather well, and I think one of the reasons why he's hammering this AMX AC46 because he potentially knows that his teammates are going to meet that tank very shortly. Now the thing is, he could have actually stayed where he was, and he would have been able to lob shells down onto the ice road right over the top of the mountain. I know it sounds a bit weird, but yes, the shells would be coming down in such a way that would actually make life very inconvenient. And that T20 is just up ahead, but this cliff edge here is actually getting in the way, so he's going to have to probably go around the corner. We've got a Borsig behind us who's protecting us, and we're now lining up a shot on that AMX AC46 again. He's got an obsession with that one. There you can see he could shoot down onto the ice road, and then we've got that enemy scope with T27, and he dies before our shell gets out, which is unfortunate. Okay, we can see where the other enemy Arty is. He's right up on the ramp, and we're using the concentration skill to dial in on the AMX. That Skoda's come back, the T17 and the T20. Oh, you can see, look at the impact points. One on the turret and one on the side of the turret on the hull. Fires one in. Nope, didn't get that one. Looks like that Skoda is trying to use that corner, so driving on that corner. Trying to chase the target. Okay, he made that one work because the target stopped just at the moment he fired, so the shell hit the target. If you chase the target, you're more than likely never going to get a shot off. Oh, he's been spotted! And I think it might be the AMX AC46 who's behind him, who spotted him there. He's cutting across to get behind this rock. Yes, the AMX has suddenly appeared. So yes, he was the one who was spotting us there. But the Skoda has gone down, so now we can turn around and deal with that AC46 and send something back towards him. Oh, we've got a Jackson coming our way, directly towards us. The M4A3 comes up now. We're dialing in. Let it settle. Good hit, solid hit for 171. And the M4A3 is taking advantage of that shot. I think the Jackson's tracked, that's why he's stationary. Or maybe he was, but he's not anymore. That shell actually impacted on the engine deck, the shell that Randamach sent in. So it could have knocked out his engine, actually. That might be the reason why he wasn't moving. But the M4A3 76 Wet did take advantage. And now the enemy's just down to two players. The AC46 that we were firing at before, and the Striv S1. There's the AC46. Well, he's down. He's gone. Which just leaves the Striv S1. And we're looking for him. He might not be on that corner, though. He might be coming down the bridge road to try and find us. Uh-oh, the M4A3 76 Wet is going up to the corner. Why do I get the feeling the Striv has actually managed to get down the side of the cliff and he's actually running around the low ground on the ice road? I get a feeling he's over there. The Challenger's capping at the moment. The Striv is not where he's supposed to be, and it might be that our M44 suddenly gives us a shout to say, he's here! He's back at our cap! Now at the moment he's using the concentration skill, but really he doesn't need to, because he's got nothing to aim at. And I suspect that the Striv is actually now hiding, because he hasn't appeared at our cap, and... oh, he's up the other end, he's up the ice road in his own cap. He went to get a reset, he wanted the, and he did get a reset, he wanted to get a defender medal, and he's got one, I think. I do believe he's actually got one. So now we're going to try and stop that Striv from moving anywhere else. Now he's going to try and get around this corner. He might follow the Barask, but he is the fastest Arty in the game. So he could follow the Barask. He might be trying to get close so he can get the last shot in. I would cut across the bowl like the Skoda's done. And that would give me a direct hit from inside the bowl if the Striv goes up the ramp. and he hasn't. He's actually turned and gone back down the ice road and suddenly met a number of our tanks coming the opposite way. And he's using his 105mm round to... Ooh, he just took out our M4A3. But the strip goes down and he's taken out by the Barask with a shot to his rear. And that is the end of the game. Here's the end of battle stats, and that was the first class tanker for Randamach in the FV304. He managed to get a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 10, and his win rate was super Unicum standard, 4,032. So let's have a look at team score and see where he came. Well, he didn't get the highest damage, but he did come quite high up the table. The top scorer was the Skoda T27. He didn't get a high caliber. He only got 2,793 hit points. Second highest damage goes to Progetto 46 on the enemy team. And third highest damage goes to their Skoda T27, who managed 2,289 hit points. And there was another player in between Randamach and the high scores. So he's got 3 on the enemy team beat him. 1 on his own team. He's in 5th place on damage with 2,050. When it came to kills, the top scorer was the Barask with 4 kills, and he picked up the Pascucci's medal for getting both enemy SPGs in the end. The second place goes to the Skoda T27 on the enemy team with 3 kills, and 2 kills goes to the Striv S1, who picked up a defender for resetting the cap, which is why he went back to the cap. And 2 kills went to the Skoda T27, the mystery tech, which is probably the Skoda T17, and the Challenger and the Cromwell. Randamach only got the 1 kill in the game. But when it came to base XP, he's a little higher to the top. The Skoda T27 managed 994, the Skoda T17 managed 828, the KV4 managed 787, and, or is that the, actually I'm wondering if that is the M4A3 76 wet. It might be, actually, sorry. And we can see that Randamach's in 4th place with 741, just beaten by the KV4 on his team. He fired 22 rounds, got 11 direct hits and 1 penetrating shot, and that penetrating shot set light to the enemy M4A3 76 wet, and we saw him burn. Nice little barbecue going on there. 18 splashes, 2,050 hit points of damage, of which 1,879 were at more than 300 meters. The close one was the Jackson. That shell definitely hit the engine bay. You can see the mark right on the side of the engine bay at the back, and that probably immobilized him and enabled him to enabled our M4A3 to actually get the damage. 6 enemy vehicles were damaged, 1 were killed, so that's why he missed out on a Confederate there. And on a free player count, he made 17,890 credits and 741 experience points as well. It was a fun game. At any moment, I thought somebody was going to pay him a visit from the bridge road. In fact, twice the enemy actually appeared at the bridge road and then got wiped out after they did. So, yes, it was a bit awkward. At one point, it could have been so nasty for Randamach because he was sitting fairly much in the open, actually, and shooting at the enemy across the other side of the bowl. But there was nobody actually protecting his flank most of the time, which made it kind of awkward. But he did get a nice win 8 out of the game all the same. Hope you enjoyed that brief battle. If you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.